All right. What is going on? Welcome back to the beginner series. We are going to be covering candlesticks in this video. Make sure you have a pen and paper out so you can draw the candlestick and study it, because the closure and the open of candlesticks is important for technical analysis. We call it price action. So when candlesticks print, the candlesticks form on the chart, and you have to be able to identify the opening and the close of price using candlesticks. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get right on into it. All right. So what are candlesticks? Candlesticks are basically, and I'm going to try to drag this over here. I think I can. Boom. Perfect. And I can go back and forth here. So candlesticks are popular. It's not necessarily a tool, but it's what forms on the chart when data is being printed, right? So you can use candlesticks to predict the movements in assets. It displays the open, the high, and the low, and the close of prices over a specific time frame using a candlestick shaped bar. So if you were to look at a candle and you were to light it with a lighter, right, you have the body, which is the wax. The wax is the body of the candle. And then you have the wick, which is the part that you light with your lighter. The only difference is it has two wicks. It has a top wick and a bottom wick. And then it has the body, right? Each candlestick provides valuable information about an asset's price action, including the strength of the trend, the volatility, and the potential reversals. Okay? This is how we read a candlestick. This is what I want you guys to draw on your piece of paper. This is a bearish candlestick. It's red. It opened here and it closed here. This is a bullish candlestick. It opened here and it closed here. So you can see that you have the highest price called the high, and this is the wick. This little bod, this little, small string looking thing is the wick. This is the body. The red area is the body, and then this is the low. This is the low wick of the candlestick. You have the same thing here, right? You have the wick, the body, and the wick. Okay. So if you were to look at candlesticks on a chart, you would be able to see that on a bearish candlestick, price opened here. And it could be on any time frame. And I have the chart pulled up to go over it. It could be on any time frame. Price opens here, wicks up and down for whatever duration, and then it closed here. The bullish candlestick opened here at the bottom, wicked down, came up, wicked up high, closed here, right? So candlesticks on a weekly time frame. One candlestick represents 1 week of price action. So this is 1 week from Sunday to Sunday within a week time frame in April on Euro USD, right? You can see that I put a rectangle around it. You have this is a bullish candle, right? The black ones are bearish, the white ones are bullish, right? You have the open here and the close here, and the wicks are here on each side. Now we're going to go down to the daily time frame, and you'll see that more candlesticks have opened up or fractalized inside of the rectangle. Now you have more data, more candlesticks to look at. Okay, these make up the 1 week candlestick, but on a smaller time frame. So you can see that this bullish candle is still bullish, but it has a couple bearish candles in it now on the daily time frame, right? So you can see that it has a couple bullish candles, a couple bearish candles, open, close, the wicks. Now we're going to go down to the 4 hour, and in the 4 hour, you're going to see more candlesticks within the rectangle. You see how there's bullish candlesticks and bearish candlesticks forming on the smaller time frame. Same with the hour time frame. Within the rectangle, it's fractalizing, it's printing more data, more candlesticks are being shown. It's called fractalization, where you have a pattern emerging, right? So all of this 1 hour candlesticks printing form that 1 week candlestick to print, right? So you can see the pattern here. All of these are closing and opening, closing and opening, closing and opening. They have wicks. Some are larger, some are smaller, some are big bodies, some are small bodies. You can see how the price action works. Now, the 15-minute time frame has a lot of price action, right? This is the best for entries and exits, but there's a lot more going on. And it's just simply a breakdown of time frames, right? Now, let's go ahead and dive in more into the candlesticks here. I do want to full screen. I do want to full screen this here. Okay, perfect. So here we are on Euro USD. Okay, we're on the 15-minute. We're on the 1 hour time frame, and we're gonna identify the bodies. Okay, we're gonna start on the week. We're gonna start on that weekly time frame and look at price action. Okay, and let's actually pull up a clean chart here. All right. Actually, what am I doing here? What are on my line? What are all of these things? Let's just go ahead and get. Oh yeah, I have this zone highlight. I want to keep that up. We'll keep these red lines. All right. So we were looking at, I believe, April, which was here on the chart. We were looking at April, and you can see that the weekly time frame is a large. It's a large bias of what price is doing. You can see week after week, it has been bearish. So bearish, 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 bearish. Not a single bullish candlestick has printed on the weekly time frame. That tells us we are in a bearish trend, right? You can see each weekly candlestick is forming with a wick and a body. So this weekly candlestick opened here and it closed here. Right? And then the next week opened here at this top, and closed down here. Boom, right? Now you can see that these wicks are filling the bodies of the candles previous, right? And that is where we catch trades. That's where we catch entries. So if I were to put a candle or a line in the middle of the body here, and I go down to the 4 hour and I scroll up a little bit, you can see that it priced the bodies on the weekly wicked this level to continue to the downside. Okay. So anyways, we're still on the weekly time frame. We're bearish, right? Each candlestick's printing bearish. Look at this wick here. Look how volatile this wick is. It's not a very pretty looking candlestick, but it is, right? And you can notice if I draw that line and we go down to the 4 hour, look at that, right? Price, boom, came up really quick and then dropped just as quickly as it went up, right? To form that weekly bearish wick. Okay. So now we know we're bearish. We know we're in a bearish trend. Okay. We're going to go to the daily time frame and look at the daily time frame. If you have multiple daily candles that are printing bearish, you should probably look for a sell. And that's the idea behind candlesticks, is the candlesticks are providing data for you guys to analyze. And you can analyze these candlesticks by looking at how the candles are forming. Okay. You have a retracement, you have a small retracement, and then the continuation. Small retracement, continuation, small retracement, continuation, small retracement, continuation. Make sense? So if we go down to the 4 hour, we analyze a little closer. And let's say we're just looking for a sell right here, right? Price, the candlesticks print lower. We have a retracement. Oh, let's try to look for a sell here. These candlesticks are telling us that the wicks are rejecting this price level. Boom. Opens here, closes here. Opens here, closes here. Opens here, closes here. Opens here, closes here. Open. You see this open? See how it's bullish and it opened here? There was no wick to the downside, only a wick to the upside. This wick was massive. It filled this body previously, and then it shot lower. Now, what are we seeing here? We have a large body right here, right? We have a large body of price, and it's retracing to the body, and it's filling that body right now as we speak. right? So you can see how candlesticks come into play, and understanding how the open and the close and the wicks correlate with the previous history of what price did. It's all, every candlestick is giving you a story. Every candlestick tells you a story of what can happen in the near future. Okay. So other than that, you have line charts, you have bars. The bars you can analyze. You can analyze the line chart. The line chart is no bars, it's just a line chart, so it's a little different. Everybody prefers to analyze differently. I like candlesticks. I always liked candlesticks. I understand candlesticks better with the body and the wick, and it's the best type of way to analyze price action. Okay, so that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. If you have any questions, reach out to the group chat, ask, let us know, take notes, study the candlesticks, study the open and the close, the bearish and the bullish, and I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. Take care. See you in the next one.